Welcome to Pete and Hannah's review show.
Newsflash! This is a special episode of What's Next. It's about The West Wing from 1999. I know, it's Pete's idea. The usual great segment of movie news and clickbait will be dropping later in the week. So till then, you have to put up with Pete yammering about The West Wing for 13 minutes. Good luck to you. Godspeed.
Welcome to Pete and Hannah's review show, What's Next? The show where we help you figure out what to watch next. I'm here with my great co-host Hannah.
Hiya.
For a very special episode of What's Next. Next week we'll get back to our usual movie reviews, movie news, clickbait, but special episode today. But before we do that, let's talk about our 2023 movie championship belt holder. For Hannah, it is
John Wick, Chapter 4.
And for Pete, it is John Wick Chapter 4. To the show, special episode, we're going to review the 1999 television show West Wing. Now you're probably going, Pete, Hannah, what are you doing? What are you doing a show about a TV show from 1999? Well, one, we love it. It's a great TV show. And we always talk about here the best of the genre. Last week we said John Wick Chapter 4, best action movie. When Harry Met Sally, best rom-com. Godfather, best crime movie. Well, West Wing is, I think it's the best workplace drama.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to highlight today. We're going to go through our usual reasons to, reasons not, but that's the reason why we're doing it today. So, West Wing it is. The elevator pitch, Hen. Okay, so the West Wing is a TV show about the workers in the White House.
Yes.
Okay? We follow their lives, we follow their day-to-day business, and there's a little sprinkling of the president and sprinkling of the little things. Reasons to see this movie, reason to see this TV show, it is a great workplace drama. It follows a great cast, and we know that by their personalities and how it affects their job. And, just like The Office for comedy, that's what West Wing is for drama. Reasons not to see this one, Hen. Look, if you don't like Aaron Sorkin, you will not like this at all. Okay? It's definitely not for you. But if you do like him, you'll consider this an all-time classic like we do. So it's definitely a 5-star, just like old Johnny Wick boy from last week.
Wow.
Okay, Hen, let's talk about our personal relationship with West Wing.
Yes.
When did you first see it?
It was about a few years ago.
Yep.
Hunking down because of COVID, and every family member was telling me, you should watch West Wing. You have all this time. You should watch West Wing. I didn't want to. Pete was like, just one episode. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was hooked ever since. And I continued watching.
You watched all 155 episodes.
I did.
155 episodes, West Wing, 7 seasons from 1999 to 2006. First couple of years was the best show on television. It was highest rated. It won all the Emmys, Golden Globes.
Excellent.
It was awarded every chance it got. It did dip after season 4 when Aaron Sorkin left the project. But it was still some good television, and it was still rated really well. It finished on a high with the last episode. Sometimes last episodes are not really good, but this went really, really well. Reasons why I like it. Like, I watched it live. We have a television station over here in Australia called Channel 9. Watched it. It's before the times of, you can DVD shows or stream shows. But then people bought me DVDs for Christmas and started watching it. Friends went over to America, bought some seasons back, and you just watch it, and then year after year, the show's finished, you're still watching it. And once a year, we watch it. And, why do you watch it once a year, Pete? It just gives me inspiration to do better. And you watch this show, and we're not a political type of people. We don't do this. We're not doing this for a political vent.
Don't care.
We like TV and we like movies, so this is why we're doing it. And for me, it's just good people just trying their best to make the world better. So yeah, that's why we're doing this review on West Wing. Okay, Hen, let's rank the seasons. Okay.
Yeah, easy
So
enough.
all right. So 7 through to 1. All right.
5
what's
trash.
Yeah. Okay, it had some good points, but overall, they lost their way and they were trying to gain their feet. And there's some great episodes in this, and we'll talk about that later.
2
But
does not make a great season.
yeah, exactly. Next, I think 7. It had a lot of work to do, but you got to rank these. Like these, these are like children.
Yeah.
These are like you're ranking your favorite brothers and sisters.
Picking nits. And this one has a lot in it.
Yeah, and there's like there's
Unfortunately.
some things with the White House you want to stay away from. That's why I think 7, and then comes 6. 6 has got some great elements. The episode Fredonia is amazing. Love the bits with Alan Alda and Jimmy Smits, but the White House is we're getting sick of the White House.
Is the worst
Yeah,
point.
yeah, for sure.
It's like
You're taking out some of the best characters and you're putting them in on the campaign trail. You want to follow them, but we get both. Controversially, we go 4 next. 4, it's got
a great start.
Yeah, it's got a great start. Loses its way after the election, and that's why we're going to put it.
Yeah, it speeds up and then just never finds its ground again.
Season 1 is next on our list. Season 1, it starts slow. A lot of people like the early, but I think the back half of season 1, it is really cooking. And then it flows into season 2. And season 2 is so good. It used to be my best season of the show, but rewatching this year, it's season 3. It just has to be. Every episode of that show just raises the bar. Like, I'm not going to say that season 2 hasn't got all-time classics. Like the first 2 episodes, Shadow of the Government, fantastic. 2 Cathedrals at the end.
Yeah, at the end.
Great. Leadership Breakfast, great episode.
Ooh.
But 3, hands down, great television from start to finish. I just love it. Okay, Hen, let's rank our top 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Why don't you go first with your third best?
My third best, I'll go with season 6. With episode 17, A Good Day. I find it kind of a different type of episode where instead of having all the Democrats kind of working against each other, they are working together to get this one bill passed about stem cell research.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so fun to see them kind of really take a different approach. They have to kind of have a sleepover and go into hiding.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
it's like they almost like a Trojan horse.
Donna and Santos is
they have a great scene together, and I love it. And I find it just so different.
My first is Shutdown. So we said season 5 was probably the worst of West Wing, but Shutdown, that is some good television. It's about the shutdown of the government. It's about the Democrats negotiating with the Republicans. The president brings back Josh, who's been on the outer, and he works out a way to cut through the pass and get things done. It's a great episode. Love that. And honorable mention to another episode in season 5 is the Supremes when they pick Supreme Court justices. Before we go into your second one, Hen, let's talk about the guest stars. There's so many great guest stars in this show. The Supremes had Glenn Close, there's John Amos, there's Matthew Perry, there's Laura Dern, there's your boy from the John Wick movies, Winston, Ian McShane. He's in that, just amazing guest stars. Not to mention the cast. The cast is just so good, and what makes it great television. Let's go to your second pick, Hen.
Second pick, that actually would be 20 Hours in America, part 2. Actually.
Another great guest star there. Amy Adams. Yep.
So it's
Didn't see low.
It's the start of season 4. It is the second part. I find has these really amazing moment where Sam wrote a speech for the president after a tragedy at a school hits, and the president gives this
Yeah.
Like, breathtaking speech almost.
Great speech.
And you see Josh, Donna, and
Is that one
Toby.
where another great guest star, Ron Silver's sister, Sam, when did you write that in? And he goes, in the back of the car, he goes, freak. Great episode.
It's excellent. It's comedic with this trio trying to find their way back to Washington.
Yep.
And then you just get this really heartwarming. And at the end of this episode, it starts off what Toby and Josh want to do for the rest of the season. This plan they have now.
For making college affordable.
Yeah. So it's...
Great slapstick humour in this. Famous Sorkin stuff. Great episode. Mine is Let Bartlet Be Bartlet. So it's from the first season. The last 5 minutes, you just when you watch this, you just want to run through brick walls. It's just amazing, just the crescendo that Sorkin builds, and just the layers that he built through that episode, and just unfolding like an onion towards the end, and just amazing. Love that. And then it just goes into the next couple of episodes of season 1, and then you're just firing all into the great season 2. And what is your best episode of West Wing?
It's not the best episode, it's my favourite.
Hannah's best.
Yeah, my best.
Yeah.
And so in season 1, this episode comes on and I'm immediately attached to these characters. Celestial Navigation is a really, funny episode. Very comedic. And you really see how they've all, affect each other in the workplace, how their personalities have completely clashed. Because what happens is Josh tells a story about how CJ has to get root canal surgery and then can't do briefing, and so the briefing and all them start to kind of domino effect, and they mess up. Each one of them have a different story, really messing up in their job, and it's just really funny. I just find them.
I agree, Hannah.
Classic. It's a classic episode.
It's a great episode. Amazing. My best episode of The West Wing is Hartsfield Landing. It's a famous episode. It's definitely a chalk pick. From just the pranks between Charlie and CJ to the chess match between Toby and the president. Some byplay from previous episodes there, and then just Sam and the president. That line where he gives Sam, "You're gonna run for president one day. Don't be scared. I believe in you." It's just, whoa. It just makes it just a great show. And they're our best episodes. Hannah, okay, last but not least, favourite character?
So I have two. I love Donna. I think she's a ray of sunshine. She holds Josh into a different light. I love it. But Charlie.
Yeah.
Number one, love that guy.
Love it.
He, I knew him from Psych, because I watched Psych beforehand. I love Dule Hill. So seeing him on this show, I was immediately attached. But then he just becomes this really becomes like a kind of son to the president, and he's really great. He's funny, but also he just has great impact. Yeah. And I just love the character.
Great two characters there. For me, it's Sam Seaborn. I love him. He's just so funny. He's relationship with Mallory, with Ainsley, just so good. How he gets introduced to the series. I was devastated when he left in season 4. I thought there was so many unfinished businesses. Somebody's going to emergency. Somebody's going to jail. Oh, God, I love that episode. For me, it's Sam Seaborn, which is played by Rob Lowe. So that's our review for West Wing. That is the end of part 1 of our special What's Next. For those who don't really like West Wing, we're going to do a part 2, and we're going to highlight Hannah's movie news and clickbait. Until next week, and when we try to figure out what to watch next, bye for now.